Right guys, so one of the most requested videos that we've had is how to do the nuke. So for Surgeon's Nuke, we've broke down a step-by-step guide to help everyone. So the first step that seems to be overlooked most of the time is lobby surfing. So right now as you're loading in, you hit the start button on the right side who's in the lobby. What you're looking to avoid is anyone with nuke skins, Resurgence Nuke, both big map as well, and you're looking for any high ranks as far as like Iri, Crim, anything like that. Anyone that looks really sweaty is a lobby that you want to get out of. So then when you load in, you can check in game 2. Once you've loaded into the game, if you hit start and then you push in the right stick again, you can look. Just make sure it's in a match together. Any of the other ones are games from before, so it doesn't matter. So when you get into the game, you're wanting to look for signal intelligence as you want to communicate with your team who's going for where. Ideally, you're looking for 3 to 4 signal intelligences. That's what you get you the most money. And then when you're ready, you then hit the nuke contract when you have roughly 100k. You can sometimes get more if you still have signal intelligence coming. We were quite happy because we still had signal intelligence payouts to come. So then you want to start stacking up and then start getting knocks. But the most important thing is interrogations. And then at the back of that, finishing moves. So you can work together, one person interrogates, the other person finishing moves, and keep opening chests as well. Going into the game, make sure you're stacked. So right now you've got me and you have C at the other side, both interrogating. When you're doing contracts, if you can get spy drones, you can get an advanced UAV. That's what's popped right now, and then you can go and get kills right off the bat. And then that's going to start lowering the counter for you. Make sure you cover someone or you smoke them when interrogating.
This is the last guy right here?
Yeah, we saw.
He's Sophie, get down.
You going for interrogation below over there?
Try not to wipe teams, so right there we were watching the interrogation, make sure his team had came back first,
We're ready.
so we can keep farming the kills. So right now we're coordinating where we're going together and we've ended up pushing down towards factory. So you can see the timer's in a good position for 1 minute left for second zone, so we bought a little bit of plates because I had a lot of money just to get the first element down as quickly as possible. So one person's keeping an eye on the timer and he's going to tell us when to stop buying. So on to the next clip, we've now got the element coming down. You can see 15 seconds now, second zone starts to move. So one person's going to pick up every single element, make sure you already know who that is going into the game. For our one, it's going to be Yosent. So right now we're just kind of waiting, make sure he can pick this element up before we start pushing teams again. So now he's picked it up. On to the next clip, we're then just fighting, we're going for kills, but we're also coming into the third zone, we're right next to a buy station. Make sure that we buy plates as soon as the fire sale hits. So you want to get 3 people and whoever has BE to stand slightly away because you'll be marked on the map. So everyone else is going to start buying. And whoever's got BE is going to tell you when to stop buying, when the timer's almost over.
4 minutes, smoke on you. 2.5. 2, throwing another smoke. 1 and 1. 30. Alright, stop.
So he tells us when to stop, so we all stop what we're doing, we take money, and there's still 3/4 of the timer left on fire still. So the person or that has the first element is going to get ready to grab the second one really quickly. So after doing that, we've got some more plates, and we're moved up and we're getting some more kills, interrogations. This is the importance of stacking up, because 2 of us get knocked and the third person managed to get the kill. And that each knock will add 40 seconds to the timer. So making sure that no one actually gets fooled is a big important thing. So now we've got the third element come down on the roof. The second it's grabbed, we're all kind of looking to see where the bomb site's going to go.
Let me see. I'm out of the radiation. I can see what lands.
So now we're looking, make sure whoever has
We're gonna land in
all
circle.
three of the elements also has a gas
Oh
mask.
no, it's not. It's
So it
only
goes down towards harbour, and then we'll move on to the next clip in a second. We've all headed down. We're waiting. The bomb site takes roughly a minute before it actually touches the ground.
Yeah.
So just make sure you don't run in and waste your gas mask too early. So now it's touched the ground, your scent runs in, and we're all making sure no one runs in behind him. No one tries to stop him from planting it. Right now is perfect because not very many people are going to be able to get into the gas after him to defuse. So they did went to the side, and we managed to kill him.
Yeah, nice.
Now, as soon as it's armed, you can kill the rest of the lobby. That's exactly what we're doing now.
Down there, one. God, they need to push up, man. They're gonna push up. One guy down, squad wipe. Think, squad wipe, one time.
One person.
They kill him quickly.
So as soon as you kill the last person, the timer then goes down to 5 seconds.
Nice.
Right. So just a quick recap on the video, just to make sure that everyone remembers the steps correctly and follows them. The first thing that you should be doing before you start any Nuke contract is to make sure that you have the correct lobby to do it. So if you lobby surf, you can do it as soon as you start searching. It says loading level or waiting to start. If you hit the start button on your controller and pushing the right stick, you can see the active players and do the exact same when you're in the game. You want to avoid anyone that's probably crimson or above, and anyone that currently has Nuke calling cards or emblems, and just anyone else that you might know their name, or if they just look sweaty, just avoid that and find a new lobby. Moving on to step 2. Once you have found that good lobby, you want roughly 3 to 4 signal intelligences. Make sure you hit them because they will pay out consistently across the game, so you're constantly going to get more money. But if you are in a good position for time, you can then hit scavenger contracts, and after that you can maybe hit a spy drone, which is going to give you good money and an advanced UAV. So for step 3, you have until the first zone closes. That's when the Nuke contract disappears off the map. So you want to make sure you have roughly 100k, and you want consistent intelligence payouts after that. So when you're in that position, hit the contract, and then everyone needs to group up. As the full 4, you want to start going for kills, and then you want to interrogate, and then make sure you get assassinations. Best way to do this is make sure that when you are in the process of interrogating, you either have a smoke or you have your teammate covering you, and this is going to die down the time the fastest way by doing this. On to step 5. When you get the first element, make sure before the game you've already discussed with your team who's going to be grabbing every single element. If everyone starts taking elements, it's going to start flagging multiple people on the map. At least with one person, it'll just show one person and it won't be as much a disadvantage. So when that happens, make sure the person with the element drops all the money, and you move on to the fire sale. So at this point you should already have the first element, so you will be buying for the second. So you want to start spam buying plates. If it's safe to do so, you want all 3 people to start buying plates, and the 4th with the element to stand to the side so no one focuses you. And then you just start spam buying as quickly as possible. And then when the second element comes down, you're going to use the remaining money to continue to buy plates just to keep driving that timer down. Then you want to finish the timer for the 3rd element by going for kills. You want to go for kills, interrogations, and everything that we discussed earlier. And then at that point, with all the money you had, you should then get the 3rd element coming down. You want to try find somewhere safe if possible to collect it, and then you want to look at your map and find where the bomb site is going to be going to. In that position, you want to make sure the person with all 3 elements has a gas mask, and then make sure he does not run to the bomb site too early, because it takes roughly a minute for it to touch the ground. So if you run too early, you're going to just lose all your gas mask. So then when he runs across, just make sure no one follows him in, like it happened in the video. Someone tried running to gas, but we were in a good position, we could kill them. As soon as it's planted, you can then kill the whole lobby and win. So up until that point, make sure you leave at least one person, and if he's going to kill you, just let him kill you. You cannot kill him before the bomb is planted, or it will not count and it will be a fail. So as soon as the nuke has been armed, you can kill the last person, and then you'll successfully get the nuke. If there's anything that I've missed or anything I should go into more detail with, let me know, and please leave a like and subscribe.